Hey guys, this is Heretic. I want to do an update of my previous Golem strategy. It's been about a month. I've learned a few things. I've grown a little bit. My damage output is a lot higher, probably double what it was the first time I did the video. The first thing I want to do is a quick pre-flight checklist. First, to start with the troops. Right, make sure you have an offensive-based, heavy bowman setup, right? So I know I'm about to boost my march capacity quite a bit, so I'm gonna leave it like this for now. I'm gonna put everything else I have into my highest level bowman, which is T12 now. So I'm gonna go ahead, just do this for now. I'm gonna add to it in a minute. If you look through, my next highest is 11. I put 90,000 in that. I have a few cavalry. I do use a little bit of siege. I put 100 siege all the way down. Oops. All right. If you have any specific questions, just look for me. I'm Heretic on Kingdom 759. All right. So there's your troops. Next thing you want to look at is your gear. Make sure you have the right gear on. You're not in your farm gear. The other really important thing is make sure you have your best relics available. You want to buy. You want to go to the store. You want to get the Crown of Command. That's going to raise your march capacity by 15%. Right? I know this is crazy for Golem, but yeah, if you want to get the best, this is the way to do it. So you want to get that. And you want to have a battle blade, right? You want to have something that's going to give you an extra boost to your attack. All right? So have those. Next thing you want to do, I have an older version of KOA here, and it gives me one advantage, right? In Accolades, in an older version, you can actually see the accolade benefits. Many people think that it's only the accolade that you have, the frame that you have set, that gives you your bonus. That's not right. So in the older version, you had this button called Accolade Benefits. Click that, and it'll show you, like I have right now, these are what's active right now. 10% cavalry, 15% troop, my war strategy stuff. Bowman damage 10. So these are all the ones that I got from the Labyrinth. They last for 7 days. So you can see where those are real quick. All right, up in here. Click exchange. You can go down. There's a few things you want to always buy here if you didn't already know. You want to always have these active, all of these active, right? You want to buy them once a week. Most of us, after a while, you have a ton of those. You always want to get these, your march speed boost. You always want to buy, every day you want to do these, right? Because when you get into events and stuff, you never want to be caught without your anti-scout and your attack boost and all of that, right? Okay, so got my accolades correct. I've got my relic ready. The next thing I want to talk about is your war strategy. This is a big point here. All right, you want to go to your Library of War. This is how I set up for PvP, but this is not ideal for Golem. So I'm going to go ahead and reset here. You can reset. It doesn't delete anything. Look, I have 28 available now. I can put them wherever I want them. And because Golem there's no defense. Right? So there's nothing you have to break through on Golem. It's pure offense. I mean, you can purely use offense. You don't have to worry about, having any infantry, really. So I'm going to go all out on Arrows of Vengeance. All right. Come on. All right. Go back in. You don't want that. That's defense, right? And then you want to go to your top troop level, and you want to max that out all the way. 12 is really nice. It's a damage dealing, right? 27% of your health minus your enemy's health. Right. Next, you want to go to your next highest. Scared me for a minute. All right. So I'm gonna use my 11s, and I'm gonna put as many as I have left in that one, which is 8. If you have more, and you know, once you go past your first 2 levels of troops, you're probably not going to go a lot deeper than that. I mean, if you have a ton of troops and you go to your 3rd level, that'd be fine too. And then I would recommend your cavalry attack. Right. All right. So now I have my war tomes the way I want them. Right. I have them all in bow. They're all ready to go for Golem. The next thing I want to do is I want to check my city buffs. So click your city, go to buffs. I want to get the best attack. This week I'm lucky because we have the this little what they call the 50% event, and this time it's the balloons. I was lucky to be able to get the 50% attack boost. I'm going to use that. Yeah, I'm going to use it for Golem. Alright, the next thing I want to do, March, same thing. Use your highest level March capacity that you have. I'm lucky I have the 50%. Alright, so those are the only 2 you really care about here. There's nothing else that's going to really help you. The next one you want to do is you want your talents maxed out, right? So the only talent that's going to matter here is your March capacity talent. Want to hit that sucker? It's another 10% boost on top of everything else we've got. Now when you look at the troops, go back to your troops. Go to your March. Quite a bit more bowmen. Actually more bowmen than I have in my top level, so I'm going to go down to my 11s and dang, it's a lot of bow. A lot of bow. Alright. We'll see how that works. Alright, so let's go try this out. We've gone through our pre-flight checklist. We have all of our buffs. We have our Crown of Command ready, right? The great thing about this, and the little trick, and it's been here forever, is you start out with your Crown of Command. You don't want to be too close to Golem because you won't have time to do this trick. You want to give yourself, 20, 30 seconds, right? Because sometimes there's a problem. Okay, so the trick is you start with a Crown of Command. As soon as you launch the attack, you switch it over to the blade. That way you get your march, you get your troop level high, but you also get the benefits of the blade. Every once in a while, and I'm not sure if it's going to happen here, but every once in a while, you'll get it stuck where this will be a blank, right? You have a little red dot up here. You click it, it won't let you switch without having to reset the game. So there's a way to get around that, and I'm going to show you real quick. So you start out with your Crown of Command, right? Let's go over into my system messages and Kingdom Under Threat. Alright, so here's Mr. Golem. He's ready to be punched. Alright. I'm going to pick my my attack here, my march. 441. You want to pay attention every time you do this in case you mess up, right? So that's your max that you have. Right? Everything looks good. It's my correct heroes, and I didn't talk about heroes. I would highly suggest this if you can. Moriel has an attack a chance of double attacks for your bowman, so even that little chance will help out a lot. Uther, he has a troop attack bonus. You want to go with those. This is different than PvP, where you might want to go with your Uther and your Anguish, or you might want to go with your NS heroes if you have them, right? This is different. There's no defense, so you want to go with these guys. All right, I have a 50% march because I have some siege in there. I'm going to go ahead and hit the attack. I'm going to come up here real quick. All right, I'm going to switch. Now, one thing we didn't talk about in the pre-flight, you want to make sure you have your talents right. You want to make sure you're in war talents. In your war talents, you want, if you can, go all as much offense as you can. That means even your cavalry, right? All right, we'll see how this goes. The first attack's always fun. I've messed up probably once a week on the first attack. Last week I lost 10 million damage by having a bad first attack. See when I kind of let it roll in. Alright, let's cross our fingers and hope everything went well. Let's check out that damage. Alright, so this means if I stick with this attack, I'm going to hit somewhere between 108 million and 109 million. That's the most this kingdom has ever done, right? So, and no matter what level you're at, where you are in the game, following these simple pre-flight checklists will boost your damage significantly, whereas you may have been, you know, in the 30-40 range, you would bump up significantly, right? So if you do have any questions, you can reach out to me. My name's Heretic, spell it this way. I'm on 759. You can also put a comment on the video and I'll be happy to answer you. Take care, guys.